What do you think, guys? Are we gonna make it?
I'm not sure. I think so.
We're gonna make it. When we finally got to LAJ, Georgia, where our cabin was, we arrived early. So we decided to do a little sightseeing in the area. We went into Blue Ridge where we were able to see the train for the Blue Ridge Scenic Railroad, and we let the kids get some ice cream and play in the playgrounds a little bit. Quick note, we are from Miami. There are no hills in Miami. Everything is very flat. So driving to the mountains is a big deal for us, and driving up steep mountain roads is an even bigger deal. So we started the trek to the cabin we rented, and it is literally a dirt road up the side of a mountain. From where the paved road ends, it's a good 20 to 30 minute drive up the mountain to get to the cabin. We finally arrived, and this cabin we rented is gorgeous. It looked amazing from the pictures, but the actual cabin is so much nicer in person than in the pictures. So we start checking out the house and settling in. We place an order for groceries, so we go pick it up curbside, but it won't be ready until the following day, so we have to find some food for dinner. We settle on a barbecue place in LAJ, drive to pick up the food, and eat back at the house with the intention of staying in for the night since the road is gravelly and steep. We eat, we shower, we start getting ready for bed, and then Madison, my youngest, did something. I'm not exactly sure what, because it all happened so fast, and she fell down the stairs for the loft. Her arm had a weird bend to it, and she kept complaining of the pain. So we had to find somewhere to take her to get her arm checked out. My daughter is not one to complain of pain, so for her to complain that her arm is hurting and for her to cry more than just a few minutes, we knew this was a big deal. David did some quick Googling and found a hospital about 45-minute drive away.
Man, get patients like her all day.
They did not have a pediatrics department, so they were only able to x-ray her and be sure there really was a fracture and splinter. Either way, splinting is what was recommended before casting, just to be sure the swelling went down and the initial trauma to the area settled. So after 2 hours at the ER, where my daughter made everyone gush with her cuteness, she even called one of the nurses Elsa because she had long blonde hair braided over her shoulder just like Elsa, and that nurse was the happiest she'd ever been. We left with a splint and a million frozen stickers. At this point, it was about 1 or 2 a.m. and we started our drive back to the cabin. We had our first run-in with wildlife during this drive, where we saw a deer that came out of the woods and the kids got to see it, so they were super excited about that.
Now, I'm going to tell you what the miners were looking for down here. Of course, they were looking for gold. We all know that. But they were following veins of quartz down here. They weren't following solid gold veins, because most of the world's gold, in case you guys don't know, is in a dust or powdered form. That's why they call it flower leaf gold. It's incredibly small. And it's inside of quartz veins. If you don't know what quartz looks like, it's a white stone. And there's an example of it right there. There's a small vein in the ceiling. Now, the miners were following veins of gold and quartz that were smaller than that. One's about the width of a pencil or 8 inches wide. So that would be a larger one back then, what they were finding. Except when they came to this part of the gold mine, they uncovered a vein of gold-bearing quartz that filled this entire cavern behind me. Wow. It was 22 feet wide at its widest, and it was about 200 feet tall from top to bottom. They mined this section out of the gold mine out in a single day. This whole gold ore, it was about 54 pounds, 9 ounces when they got it all out of here, which in today's money, it's very close to $1.5 million.